What's up, YouTube? In this video, I'm going to be explaining the cars in CSR2 that you would expect me to have by now. You know, whether it's a 3-star car, a 4-star car, something that I don't have that's been in the game for a long time that you would expect me to have by now. Like, you know, it may be an easy target or whatever. So I think it's, going to get a little interesting, and you guys might agree with me. So, like this video, subscribe, share the video, and yeah, we're about to get to it. Now, this first car nobody can disagree with. It's the Tier 3 version of the Toyota GR Supra. This car has been here since 2020 or 2021, and it's a Tier 3 car. It has 4 stars, and I still don't have it, but it's all right. It's got to be like one of the rarest Tier 3 cars. This is one of 3 Tier 3 cars that I don't have that you would expect me to have already. So, I mean, I like it. Wonder how fast it would be, honestly. Might be one of the faster Tier 3 cars. But, can't be so sure because I don't have it. But, hey, it is what it is. I'm not tripping. Let's move on. This next car is the Hyundai Elantra N. So this car, I feel like it hasn't been in the game for a very long time. There's a time where I missed out on it. It was a prestige car and everything. I was taking a break from the game. I haven't been, I wasn't playing for like months around this time when this car first came in. But this is a 3-star car, and I still don't have it. The amount of 3-star cars I get from gold crates and silver crates, they want to give me shitty GTRs and AMGs and Audis, but this car is something that I truly don't have. Maybe they could, get this for me instead. But even though I still don't have it, and I feel like it's been long enough and the rarity is valid enough, I feel like I should have it by now. So let's move on. And the last Tier 3 car is the Gold Star version of the LB-M3 GTS. Now, I do have the Purple Star version, as y'all seen in a few videos, but this Gold Star version, I think it's kind of strange how I still don't have it and haven't pulled from rare imports. But, I mean, I'm not tripping over it or anything. I'm not mad about it. But for the Purple Star version, honestly, to match the style and everything, they should make like the nitrous color green. That's, it would fit it more and it would have a better style. But that's just me, though. I don't know. If y'all agree with me, you're more than welcome to let me know. But yeah, this car still don't have the Gold Star version. Kind of strange to me. But let's move on to Tier 4. So the first one is the 2017 Nissan GTR R35 Premium. This, I have the Elite Tuners version of it, just not the Tier 4 version. But I'm not, I don't really care for this car that much. This runs 11 or 12 seconds in a 1/2 mile. It's just as bad as the 2015 Nissan GTR. So, I mean, I don't know why I should care, but if you guys feel it's worth it, if you see some value in this car, you can let me know. Still have better GTRs than this, though, in my garage. And to be completely honest, I don't have a lot to say about this car, so we're just going to move on to the next car. So this next one is the Nissan Skyline GTR R33. You would definitely expect for me to have this one, especially since there was a time where it was a prestige car, and I tried to get it from the crates. There was no luck. I wasn't able to get it. I went that whole season without this car. I still don't have this car, obviously, which is why it's in the video. But yeah, honestly, I don't know why it was so hard to get. I find it hard to believe that this car would be that good, if you know what I mean. Like, why so hard to get? The next one is the Mustang HP 750. You know, this one is actually faster than Kurtz's Mustang HP 750. It's a 10-second, 1/2 mile car. But some of you know that I've been wanting this for a little while now. I've said it in a previous video. So, also, fact about this car, this is one of those few muscle cars that are actually powered by Hennessy. This and the Camaro ZL1. The Camaro ZL1 is the most powerful Camaro in the world. You know, when it's stock, of course. And then there's the other Camaro. They call it the Hennessy Resurrection. And the Camaro ZL1, they call it the Hennessy Exorcist. Hennessy's version. So let's move on to the next car. This next one is the Porsche 959. This is one of those cars that's been in the game, and you know, it's been like 4 years since this car got in the game. I don't remember when. Probably longer than that. And you know, it's been here long enough. Somebody would go like, "What? You don't have the Porsche 959? That's crazy. It's been in the game for a long time." You're right, but honestly, I don't really care for it. It's pretty ugly too. Pretty ugly car. Newer Porsches actually look a lot nicer, of course. But that's not how it goes for all manufacturers. I mean, this car, it doesn't suck or anything. It's just, you know, it's just ugly, and I don't have it, so you know, I can't complain. But let's move on. So the next car is the Ferrari F40. This is one of my favorite Ferraris of all time. And this has probably been one of those cars that's been in the game since it came out. The Ferrari F40. I love the car. I just absolutely love it. And I wish I had it, honestly. Just not really sure how to get it. It's pretty difficult. But it is what it is. I have the F50. I really don't know if Donna's F50 is faster than this or not. But probably doesn't really matter. Love them both. And the day I finally get this car, I'm going to be happy as shit. Next car is the Jaguar XE-SV Project 8. I'm going to be real honest with you. I really don't like this car that much. It's, you know, it's not the best looking, and, you know, I just don't like the car. And I'm not tripping that I don't have it. It's just one of those, like I said, it's been here since the beginning when the game first came out, and I still don't have. Let's move on, though. So the next car is the Gold Star version of the BMW M5 competition. Now, I'm going to tell you guys this, all you viewers, so please like the video, honestly, if you want to know about a Prestige Cup ahead of time. So I don't know exactly what day, but at some point, there will be a Prestige Cup for the BMW M5 competition. I have the Purple Star version, so I'm not going to be opening any crates. But I haven't pulled the Gold Star version from a crate for some reason. You know, I just don't have it. Of course, like I said before, it's one of those cars that's been in the game, and you know, you still don't have it. Now, this car is the real deal. Y'all may be wondering, why the hell does he favor all the shitty cars in the game? Well, these shitty cars are the OGs, honestly. And the Corvette Stingray Z06 is honestly the real deal. I've actually been wanting this for a while now. mainly because of its looks. I just love it. Love how it looks. It's got some nice colors that go along with it too. And also, it's like, it's more like a C7, Z06. It's kind of what it is. But yeah, look at that. That red, it looks just like the Corvette Stingray I have in my garage. This white one probably looked the best. I'm not gonna lie. White with those the red lining around the wheels. Let's see what they have from Rare Imports. That's all right. I mean, it's not bad. That one's pretty good. We saw that one. Looks pretty good. Just put them next to each other. That and the Corvette Stingray. They have so much in common when it comes to the looks. There's nothing wrong with this. Not bad, though. This is basic. I don't really like it. When I do get the car, whatever I do, hopefully it's the next time I pull a 4-star from Rare Imports. But let's move on. And the final Tier 4 car that you would expect me to have already is the Camaro Z28. I really do not give one shit about this car. I'm not gonna lie. I just, if I get it, I get it. If I don't, okay. I already have the ASC Camaro Z28, and it's one of the slowest Tier 4 cars in the game. Probably the slowest 5-star Tier 4 car in the game. I'm not sure why I'm not sure why it's a 5-star car if it's just gonna run a 12-second 1/2 mile. Pretty stupid to me, but that's how they made it. But I'm not sure which is slower, the ASC Camaro or maybe Ashley's Camaro or KJ's Nissan. I don't know which one could be the slowest 5-star Tier 4 car in the game. But hey, it is what it is. Also, back then, though, when the game first came out, 12-second cars actually used to be good. 12 seconds was considered, one of the faster cars. But we're about to move on to Tier 5 right now. So here's the first one. I'm going to be doing 20 Tier 5 cars, by the way. And this is number 1, the Ferrari GTC4 Lusso. This is a Ferrari wagon, and I honestly do not like this car because, well, it's just ugly, honestly. And, if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I'm not going to trip over it, obviously. But if I do get it, I most likely wouldn't even drive it anyway. There's no reason to when there's a lot of better cars. Unless there's an event that requires this car, then sure. Next up, number 2 for Tier 5 is the Quinton Brothers Camaro. This, I believe, is a 1968 Camaro Z28. Let's take a look at the image. We'll see if I'm right. Oh, see? They look incredibly similar, but they're not exactly the same. So I could be wrong, but I've actually been wanting this car for a while now. I don't know when I would get it. Hopefully they can make this one of those options for the race pass for one season, just so I could get it. But yeah. So let's move on to the next car. The Donkervoort D8 GTO will be number 3, and it's one of those that's been in the game since it came out. It's also in CSR Racing, the first one. But, of course, I don't have the car, which is why it's in the video. And I don't really care for getting it that much either. This car, it looks incredibly fragile. It looks like one of those play cars that you can find at Walmart or something. Just mess around and have fun in. This and, of course, a few other cars in the game as well. This ain't the only one. But, yeah. Not much more to say about this. So, we'll just move on to car number 4. Next one is Garrett's Plymouth Barracuda. Garrett's Rod Shop Plymouth Barracuda. I like this car. Looks like something Toretto would drive in Fast and Furious. It's like the style or whatever. But, it's a pretty good looking car. Like I said, it's pretty good too. Good on the track. I believe it runs 7 or 8 seconds, if I'm not mistaken, and a 6-speed transmission. I haven't seen this car drive. I should look up a shift pattern so that I can see how it is when it's maxed. But yeah, it's been here for a while and I still don't have it. So very ironic, I guess. Moving on. So here's the problem with this part. I don't think I have this car, but if I do, this is the first video mistake. If I don't have it, this is car number 5 for tier 5. Cars you would expect me to have by now in this game. So, but I can't tell if I have it or if I don't have it. I didn't go back to check because of how many tier 5 cars they have in the game. But the Aston Martin DB11 is one car that I really don't like that much. Its looks are, it's not me, just not my type of car, not my type of style. And then the 4 stars, I guess, makes it even worse. Probably runs in between 8 and 10 seconds. Now, this next one, the Jaguar CX-75. Oh, boy. The engine sound in this car is incredibly weird. Not even just that. The car is incredibly weird looking. When I first seen it, it's just like, I've never heard of this Jaguar. And then one day, it was like a daily battle. I was able to drive it. I'm like, what the fuck? This shit does not sound like a car. And then, of course, after it crossed the finish line, it has that same sound as them tier 1 cars. But it makes me wonder what type of engine it has because I never took the chance to look it up or try and find out myself or try and see how it sounds in real life at least. So just was too disturbed by the engine sound. Let's move on. This next one is the Rush Stage 3 Mustang. So this actually runs the exact same time as the Mustang RTR Spec 3. They're both 4-star tier 5 cars. It's just that I don't have this one, but I have the Mustang RTR Spec 3. And also, I personally like this car style. I love it. It looks nice. It runs an 8-second, 1/2 mile. That's not bad for a 4-star. There's also 5-star cars that run 8-second, 1/2 miles as well. But this one's one of those unique ones, Let's move on. Now, this next car is the Bach Mono. Remember what I said about the Donkervoort D8 GTO looking like one of those cars that, could be played around with? Same with this car, it's just that you would have to be more careful. This one looks a little bit more fragile than the D8 GTO. I believe they're in the same collections too. Let me go check. Let's see. Expo. Yeah, I have that one. Yep. KTM. And the last one, yep, D8 GTO. So yeah, I guess, I was right about that one. Yeah, this car, just incredibly fragile. The next one is the Ford Dirty 30. I kind of want this one, I can't lie. It runs an 8-second 1/2 mile, but I like it, honestly. It reminds me of the Model A. Well, really, the Model A should be reminding me of this. And when I first joined the game and I saw this, I was just like, wow. I was not expecting to see something like this. I just wasn't. But I like it. I love the car. I love the style. I wonder what year it's from, though. Might have to look that up. Might have looked up this car only once, but that's about it. And that was when I first saw it. And when I first saw this, it was years ago. So, time to move on to the next car. Here we go. So for this next one, it's the Gold Star version of the Chevy HS Customs. I believe this is a Camaro. I'm not really sure. I don't know a whole lot about this car, but I do have it, and it's a really nice car. It's the real deal. I haven't raced in live racing with it in a while, but yeah. I'm expecting to get this from Rare Imports sooner or later. It's not like I'll do anything with it. I have the Purple Star version for a reason. So let's move on. The next one is personally one of my favorite cars in the game that I first noticed. It's the Mustang Cobra Jet. Now, this car has like a 3-speed transmission or some shit. I could actually buy it right now if I wanted to. But, of course, I made a deal with everyone and I was going to go after Shax's car. We'll see what I do after I go for Shax's car. But right now, I feel like it's not really the right time to go after the Mustang Cobra Jet. So, we'll wait. But love the style, love the livery. Engine sound, it's fire. And yeah, I mean, I would definitely make a video about this car whenever I get it. Let's get to the next car. The next car, I never knew about this one until I started playing this game. The ATS GT. But I do know that this car is like based off of some McLaren. I don't know. It has a McLaren engine in it. And it's like, it has some McLaren, like based off of some McLaren something. I don't know. But it was like a collaboration or whatever. But don't have a whole lot to say about this car, so let's get a move on. Now this one, of course, might be a surprise to everyone that I don't have the 2017 Ford GT. Now, I have the 2021 Ford GT Heritage Edition, the 2017 Ford GT Heritage Edition. I have the 2005 Ford GT. I have the 1966 Ford GT40 Mark II number 1, I believe. But I don't have the 2017 Ford GT. Just the 2017 GT. No Heritage Edition, just the plain old 2017 GT. I think it's kind of sad to me. It's kind of strange, actually. Not sad, strange. Hella strange. Who knows why I don't have this, but maybe sooner or later, whenever I get a 4-star from Rare Imports, I wouldn't do anything with this even if I had it anyway, so guess it doesn't matter. This next car is the W Motors Lykan Hypersport. Now, I customized this to make it look like the one from the Fast and the Furious as much as possible. when, the one when Toretto stole it and jumped it from building to building, But let's just stop it and take a second to appreciate that scene real quick. Watch.
John, cars don't fly! Cars don't fly! Oh, shit!
And we all know that he ended up doing that shit again. But yeah, it's a great movie. I love Fast and Furious 7. I love some of the other Fast and Furious movies too. Like the third one, the first one, the second one. I like the fifth one, the sixth one. The ninth one was pretty sad. But yeah, just like in Hypersport. It's very unfortunate that I don't have this in the game. But, of course, that's what this is all about. So, but anyway, after talking about this shit for a while, let's move on to the next car. We're almost done here, by the way. In this next one, I'll do two cars. So, the Bugatti Veyron Grand Sport and the Hennessy Venom GT. I don't have either of those. I only have the Hennessy Venom GT Spider, but not the actual Venom GT. But, yeah, we'll move on to the next. The Ferrari LaFerrari is another car in the game that I have not acquired, at least not yet. It's a collections car, so I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get to it sooner or later. I like the LaFerrari, but I'm not sure I care for it that much in the game. It's just not something that I'm intentionally targeting. It's just unfortunate. This is one of those cars. This is like CSR2's favorite car. And it's been here since the beginning. Then there's the next one, the McLaren P1. I don't care a whole lot about it. I do like it, though. I just don't care a whole lot about it. That's all I gotta say. Then coming behind that is the Bugatti Chiron. The Chiron, well, not sure I really want it, but if I get it, that's great. It's one of those that I just don't care about getting, but would be a nice deal, I guess, if I ended up getting this car. Which there's a good chance since they brought the race pass and all that. It could be a race pass car. You never know. The second to last car, the Koenigsegg Regera, or Regera, however you pronounce it. Regera. It's just this. I do like how this is one of those cars with the DD off, DD on type of thing. Love the Regera. Just still haven't acquired it yet. It's a good catch-up car, too. I raced it a lot in live racing. I even have some videos where the Regera appears. It's a good catch-up car. I get my ass kicked every time, or almost every time. But I'm going to get to the last car. Here we go. And the last car is the Koenigsegg 1-1. Love this car specifically since it looks like the Agera RS. Looks just like the Agera RS. And it has the exact same shift pattern as Shax's Agera R, in case you guys didn't notice. I don't have this car, but I have seen videos. And I have heard what people said, obviously. So, yeah, much appreciation to the 1-1. But that'll be it for this video, and I'll see y'all next time.